Hello everyone, welcome to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. In this video, let's continue with the discussion of the PYQs of the year 2020 from question number 61 to question number 100. The first question, in India, which one of the following can be considered as a public investment in agriculture? See, the definition of investment is that creates a physical infrastructure or a capital asset, fixing the minimum support price for the agricultural produce of all crops. No, it doesn't create a physical infrastructure. Wrong. Computerization, it creates an physical infrastructure or an asset. Social capital development, that is, social capital development is a network among individual or institution. Social capital development, skill development, network development among individual and institutions. This can increase efficiency. Once the efficiency is increased, it will directly have an impact on productivity. Social capital development, I think, is correct. 2, 3 is correct. Free electricity supply, no, it doesn't create any asset. Waiver of agriculture loan, clearly no. Setting up a cold storage, 100% yes. 2, 3 and 6 are the correct answer. 2, 3 and 6. This question is mainly knowing the definition of investment or the difference between capital expenditure and a revenue expenditure. The waiver of loans, giving MSP, etc. is all part of a revenue expenditure that doesn't create any capital asset. Let's move on to the next question. What is the importance of the term interest coverage ratio of a firm in India? See, interest coverage ratio by definition is a ratio of a debt ratio and a profit ratio. If the interest coverage ratio is very high, it means there is a chance of better repayment. Interest coverage ratio is, say I have taken a loan, that is 100 rupee loan, but if I make a more profit, say if I invest 100 rupee and make a 20 rupee profit out of it, the ratio of a profit and a debt ratio is interest coverage ratio. So if that is high, then better repayment of loan. It helps in understanding the present risk of the firm that banks is going to lend, 100%. It helps in evaluating emerging risk, 100%. The higher borrowing firm's level, the higher a borrowing firm's level of interest coverage ratio, the worse is ability to service the debt. No, if higher is the interest coverage ratio, higher is debt service ability. So third one is wrong. 1 and 2 is answer. Let's go to the question number 63. With the following factors or policies were affecting the price of rice in India in the recent past. Minimum support price, 100% yes. Government tradings, correct. Government stockpiling, correct. Consumer subsidy, all 4. This is a very basic awareness. Let's go to the question number 64. The value of Indo-Sri Lankan trade consistently increased. Whenever they use the word consistently increased, steadily increased, steadily decreased, consistently decreased, you can say it is wrong. The textile and textile articles constitute an important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. That's a basic awareness. India actually supplies raw material to the Bangladesh, the cotton, etc., and import some of the finished goods, but we export more textiles raw material than we import a finished goods. So, but that's one of the important part of the trade. In the last 5 years, Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India in the South Asia. The largest trading partner of India in the South Asia actually is Bangladesh. With the Bangladesh, there is a trade of $10 billion. The answer is 2 only. Let's go to the next question. In which of the following groups are all the 4 countries members of G20? Very important topic, G20. Members of G20, 19 countries and European Union. So you must know it. Please remember them. The correct answer in this case is option A. It's a very straightforward question. Let's move on to the next question. See, again this particular question is asked 2 times in the previous years, in the 2016 and 2013. Under the Kisan Credit Card Scheme, short-term credit support is given to farmers for which one of the following purpose? Working capital for maintenance of farm assets, 100%. Purchase of combine harvester, tractors and mini trucks. No. Kisan Credit Card is a very small amount of credit. They don't give the credit to buy a purchased tractor or mini trucks, etc. It is very high amount. This is not the amount of credit that is given. First one, yes. Consumption requirement of farm household, no. It is only given for agriculture purpose. Post harvest expense, 100% yes. The construction, sorry. First one is correct. The working capital is correct. Second one is wrong. It is not given for such a large purpose. It is given for the consumption requirement of farm households. It is given for the post harvest expense, and it is not given for the construction of family house or the cold days. See, construction of house, there is already Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, etc. Cold storage, there are other schemes under which it is done. Again, it is a large amount of investment which is not given. So it is 1, 3 and 4 is an answer. I think even Kisan Credit Card is from the PYQ. They have asked this in the 2004. Kisan Credit Card is a short-term credit. It's a short-term credit. Kisan Credit Card first introduced in the 1998, and whatever the credit is given under the Kisan Credit Card, it is given at a concessional interest rate. It is given at a concessional interest rate. Let's move on to the next question. The weightage of food in the consumer price index is higher than the wholesale price index. See, weightage of a food in a CPI is around 50%, but in WPI it is not 50%, it is less than that. Statement 1 is correct. WPI does not capture changes in the prices of services which CPI does. Absolutely true. CPI both goods and services, WPI mainly the goods, it doesn't capture the prices of services. Absolutely true. Reserve Bank of India is now adopted WPI as a key measure of inflation to decide the changing key policy rates. Urjit Patel committee has recommended for a CPI based inflation measuring. From 2014 they are using CPI, not WPI. Even the question related to the CPI and WPI are very important. They asked in the previous year in 2010, 2002 and CDS 2009. Let's go to the next question. Rivers and the flow into the sea. Mekong flows through China, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand and then to the South China Sea, not to the Andaman. Statement 1 is wrong. Thames Irish Sea. Thames through the England, it flows into the North Sea. Even 2 is wrong. 2 is wrong. See, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Volga, Caspian Sea, correct. Zambia, Indian Ocean, correct. Volga is in the Europe. Volga is the river of the Europe. Zambia is of Africa, but it empties in Indian Ocean. So 3 and 4 are correct. The correct answer is 3 and 4. Again, this particular question, some of the rivers in this asked in the question were asked in the PYQ in 2003, 1997, 2004, 2009. See, even when this question look bit difficult, very factual, difficult to remember, these questions are part of PYQs. So please prepare PYQs. If you go through the interviews of many toppers, rank 69 in 2023, the Priya Rani, go through the interview of Aditya Srivastava, rank 1. They tell you that the one of the very important, more than the mock test or any test series, is PYQ. Most of the questions are repeated from the PYQ. The questions are modified and asked in the next year. The options asked in the previous years are explored in detail to ask a question, and also you'll come to know the important topic for UPSC. If you go and do a kind of a forensic analysis of 30 plus years of UPSC previous year questions, you'll find there are 150 topics that are very, very important for UPSC. The same topics, the rivers where they empty into the ocean, the WPI, CPI, etc., RBI, etc. These are very important topics. Please cover them in good detail. Be good with the concepts, the facts, etc. You can easily clear the prelims. Next question. In case of all in the case of all cereals, pulses and oilseeds, the procurement at a MSP is unlimited in any state and UT. No, it is not unlimited. There are limitations. I think states. The procurement is limited by the states in few of the states. So first one is wrong. In case of cereals and pulses, MSP is fixed in any state at a level at which the market price will never rise. In the case of cereals and pulses, MSP is fixed in any state or UT at a level to which the market price will never rise. See, MSP is a minimum support price. If the market price is above the MSP, farmers are free to sell at that price. This is just a support price below which the price cannot fall. It is kind of a support. It's a minimum support price. It's not a maximum support price. So by definition, it is wrong. The Cabinet, the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, CACP, the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, it recommends the MSP, and Ministry of Agriculture declares it. There are 22 crops and one, that is sugarcane, which has a fair and remunerative prices, FRP. Out of 22 crops, highest weightage actually is for oil seeds. Out of 22, highest weightage is for oil seeds. Like 8 oil seeds are covered under MSP. Let's go okay. Let's discuss more. Even the question related to the MSP were asked in 2000 CDS 19, CAPF 14, UPSC 9. The factors that are considered while fixing MSP is the cost of cultivation and production. One is the cost of cultivation. The other is productivity. Another is market prices. Are some of the factors that are considered along with that of other factors. So please go through them. MSP is one of the very important topic. Next question. With reference to the Indian economy, consider the following statements. The commercial paper is a short-term unsecured promissory note. Correct. Commercial paper is an unsecured money market instrument which is mainly has a minimum period of 7 days up to 1 year, which means a short term. So it's a money market instrument. It is short term for unsecured promissory note. Correct. Certificate of deposit is a long term instrument issued by the Reserve Bank of India to corporation. Certificate of deposit is issued against the deposit in the bank. It's again a money market instrument issued by Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation and regulated by the RBI. It is not issued by RBI. It is issued by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, but it is regulated by the RBI. See, all money market instruments are regulated by RBI. Commercial paper regulated by RBI. Certificate of deposit regulated by RBI. Certificate of deposit is issued against the deposit in the bank. Again, a money market instrument. Next is call money. Call money is a short-term loan borrowed and lent daily. The bank, to meet their SLR and CRR requirement, use the call money options and maintain their liquidity. To meet SLR, CRR and their liquidity, it's a short-term borrowing, borrowed and lent daily. It's again a money market instrument, a short-term finance used for interbank transactions. Correct. 3 is correct. Zero coupon bonds. Zero coupon bond. See, in the zero coupon bond, you don't get any interest. There is no interest payment in zero coupon bonds. Say if the bond is worth 100 rupees, it is issued at a coupon rate. It is it is issued at a discount, 80 rupees. Upon maturity, people can get 100 rupees. So, a 100 rupee worth bond issued at a discount rate of 80. Upon maturity, people get 100 rupees. So, there is no interest payment. Zero coupon bond are the interest bearing short term bonds. Wrong. They are not interest bearing. Issued by a scheduled commercial bank to the corporation. This is wrong. So, all these 1, 2, 3 commercial paper, certificate of deposit, call money, all are money market instruments. Money market instrument. Money market is regulated by RBI and capital markets is regulated by SEBI. Capital market is regulated by SEBI, that is equity market. Let's go to the next question. Again, some of the topics here mentioned, call money, deposit. One second. The call money and the certificate of deposit, etc., whatever asked here, are asked in the PYQ in the 2019. Let's move on to the question number 71. Parivrajaka, renunciant and a wanderer. Correct. Statement 1 is correct. Upasaka, a lay follower of Buddhism. Correct. Shramana. Shramana is mainly, it deals with both Buddhism and Jainism. They're together called as Shamanism. So priest with a high status, no, it's Buddhism and it is related to the Buddhism and Jainism. So statement 2 is wrong. So 1 and 3 are correct. Again, this particular question was asked in 2016. Again, they are repeated in 2020. Just a gap of 4 years. Next question. With reference to the Indian elephant, consider the following statement. The leader of the elephant group is female. It's factually, though it's a factual, it's a common sense, it's a knowledge, must know facts, it is correct. The maximum gestation period can be 22 months. Correct. Can be, again they are saying, so it's a possibility. That statement is correct. An elephant can normally go on calving till the age of 40 years only. No. See, though it has a can be, they are limiting it to 40 years. They can go calving till at even 55 years. Even 55 years. Among the states in India, the highest elephant is in Kerala. Wrong again. It is in Karnataka. So 1 and 2 is answer. Next, which of the following protected area located in the Kaveri basin? Kaveri, see the river Kaveri flows through Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Puducherry or Pondicherry. Nagaravale is in Karnataka. Papikonda, see this is in Andhra Pradesh. Satyamangalam is in Tamil Nadu. Wayanad is in Kerala. Actually, the Kabini, one of the tributaries of river, flows through it. Answer is 1, 3, 4. 2 is not. Papikonda is not. Even these national parks were asked in the 2019 and 17. Please, if possible, for every national park, like for at least the most important ones, especially asked in the PYQ, know which river flows through them or their geography. By just knowing the geography, you will identify. Say if they talks about Kaveri basin, they given a Papikonda. By name itself, you recognize it's somewhere in Andhra Pradesh. Kaveri and its tributaries never flow in Andhra Pradesh. Like their Kaveri basin is not in Andhra Pradesh. It is there in these 3-4 states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Pondicherry, Union Territory of Pondicherry. So you can solve it. It's not a rocket science of solving all this question. Though these find difficult, very factual, you have to remember a lot. Just with some amount of knowledge, basic awareness, and some logic, you can easily solve these questions. Next, with reference to the Indian biodiversity, Ceylon frogmouth, coppersmith barbet, grey-chinned minivet, white-throated red star. See, if you go through some of the namings of the birds, you will remember grey-chinned, white-throated. There are other as well. Like there are few like blue-throated. The other one is yellow-throated. So if you came across such names of the birds, you could recognize it is of birds. Usually such things, that white-throated, blue-throated, yellow-throated, this usually comes for the birds. So answer is birds. Next question. Which one of the following protected area is well known for the conservation of a subspecies of Indian swamp deer, that is Barasinga, that thrives well on the hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous? See, swamp deer, the way to solve it is swamp deer. It's a state animal of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Manas is in Assam. There is no way it is in Assam. Mudumalai is in Tamil Nadu. Tal Chappar Wildlife Sanctuary, it is in Rajasthan. I think it is in Rajasthan. Kanha is in Madhya Pradesh. The answer is, it is easy to solve. Just know the state animal, relate that to that state's national park or wildlife sanctuary. That's an answer. If they give 2-3 national park of that particular state, then it may be problematic. Otherwise, usually when they give in this way, see, they just want you to know the state animal, which state swamp deer usually found. It's easy. That is why options are also framed. Again, this question related to Barasinga and swamp deer asked in 2013 and 2012 as well. Next, steel slag can be, again the word can be, the material for which one of the following? Construction of base road, can be. Improvement of agriculture soil, correct. Production of cement, all three. See, here it's purely by logic, as it talks of possibility. All three are correct. You cannot prepare for such questions. Next, which one of the following most likely places to find a musk deer in the natural habitat? Again, this musk deer is a state animal of Uttarakhand. Okay. Again, Uttarakhand. Again, they are given Krishnapur Wildlife Sanctuary. Krishnapur Wildlife Sanctuary is near Dudhwa or Dadhwa National Park in UP. Manas is in Assam. Ascot is in Uttarakhand. By name itself, you can recognize Gangotri National Park is in Uttarakhand. So Manas you eliminate. You lost two options. 2, 1 is correct answer. So this is an answer. Again, the question on must deer was asked in the 2012. Next particular question. In rural road construction, the use of which one of the following is preferred for ensuring environmental sustainability or to reduce carbon footprint? Okay, let's come to this question. Here they are given two things. Cold mix asphalt technology, the way to solve this question. Another one is hot mix asphalt technology. Okay, out of these two, one has to be correct actually. They sound opposite to each other, so one has to be correct. Let's go to the option. 3 and 4 cannot be together in an answer. That is a logic. 2 and 4. This cannot be an answer. 1 is eliminated. Geotextiles. You know that geotextiles are used in the construction of roads. Geotextiles is in news. So it's a basic awareness. It's in the current affairs. 3 has to be in the option. Eliminate this. Eliminate this. This is an answer. So this is how you use the tricks. Copper slag, cold mix asphalt technology, geotextiles. Read the question again. In the rural road construction, the use of which one of the following is preferred for ensuring environmental sustainability or to reduce the carbon footprint? Geotextiles are environmentally friendly. 3 has to be answer. You know that out of 2 and 4, they look similar or opposite. One of them has to be an answer. You get an answer. That is how you use intelligent elimination techniques. Intelligent elimination techniques are not just about by-hearting few words. It is applying your alertness, logic, common sense, and your basic knowledge. See, you have to use these such tricks or whatever you call that logic. Once you exhaust your knowledge base, first please use your knowledge. Solve the question. Try to solve the question. Here knowledge is about geotextiles. Logic is about eliminating 1 out of 2 and 4. Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statement. Coal ash contains arsenic, lead and mercury. True. Coal-fired power plants release sulfur dioxides and oxides of nitrogen. 100%. High ash content is observed in Indian coal. Correct. This is one of the drawbacks of Indian coal, high ash content. I think this particular question should have, yes, they are asked in the previous year as well, in the 2011 and 2013 PYQ. Let's move on to the next question. Biochar farming. How biochars are formed? Partially combusting an organic material in a limited availability of oxygen. What is biochar? Partially combusting organic material in a limited availability of an oxygen. That is when biochars are formed. So in this particular case, biochars can be used as a part of growing medium in vertical farming. Can be used. Correct. When biochar is part of growing medium, it promotes the growth of nitrogen fixing microorganisms. Even 2 is correct. When biochar is part of growing medium, it enables growing medium to retain water for longer time. Correct. See, 2 and 3 are correlative. Either both has to be wrong. So there is no answer like 1 only. So even 2, 3 are correct. They are very similar. You just find that they are very similar or very near to each other. When biochar is part of a growing medium, it promotes the growth of nitrogen fixing microorganisms. When biochar is part of a growing medium, it enables growing medium to retain water for longer time. Biochar can be used as a part of the growing medium in the vertical farming. These all sound very similar, like, so there is no way, there is no, unless and until you know something that is like through your knowledge or very factually that something is wrong, all three sound similar and correct. So that's an answer. Next. Question number 81. If a particular plant species is placed under the Schedule 6 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, what is the implication? A license is required to cultivate that plant. Again, it is asked, this particular question is, similar question is asked in the 2017 as well. Please know the importance of Schedule 1 to the Schedule 6 of Wildlife Protection Act. That's one of the very important theme. That's one of the very important theme of UPSC, along with the important, why even Wildlife Protection Act is very important. With reference to the period of the Gupta dynasty in the ancient India, the towns Ghantashala, Kadura, Chaul were known as their ports handling the foreign trade. We have done one separate video on ancient ports. I will provide a link to that particular video in the description box, so you can go through that whole video. It's, I think, 15-20 minute video. Just covers a theme of ancient ports, of all the questions asked by the UPSC in CDS, NDA, CAPF and UPSC Civil Service in the last 25 to 30 years. See, even this particular question asked in the PYQ. Direct repetition. And another, whenever the UPSC has a ports in option, okay, ports for foreign trade, because UPSCs in the ancient, their main concentration is on land revenue system, another one is on ports. So please concentrate on these two areas. They have given, I think we have discussed in this particular paper is sets Kulavapa and something we have discussed. I can't recall it exactly, which are a land which are land measurement systems. That question is asked in the 2020. So the question related to land revenue system and ports and trade are very important in the ancient. Please concentrate on them. Whenever they even give the Mir Bakshi, etc., it's mostly related to the revenue system of that particular state. What is or are the advantages of zero tillage in agriculture? Sowing wheat without burning the residue of previous crop. Zero tillage. That's an advantage. Without the need of nursery of rice seedling, directly planting a paddy seeds in the wet soil is possible. It's talking about possible, so it's correct. Carbon sequestration of a soil is possible. See, when you tillage, mainly there are paddy fields and wheat fields, etc. There is a release of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, mainly carbon dioxide to the environment, methane to the environment, methane and carbon dioxide. So carbon sequestration is possible with the zero tillage. There is no release. So along with the plant, when the plant decays, more carbon is sequestrated into the field. So 1, 2, 3, both are correct. Again, this particular question was asked in the 2012. Let's move on to the next question. According to the Indian National Policy on Biofuels, which of the following can be used as a material for production of biofuel? See, let's just take a very commonsensical option. Okay, damaged wheat fields, possible. Rotten potatoes, possible. So it means 2. This is how you arrive at an answer. 2 and 5 need to be there by basic logic. It doesn't have 2 and 5. This particular option has 2 and 5. This has 2 and 5. This has 2 and 5. See, groundnut seeds, this is very distant possibility. Some waste groundnut or a groundnut husk, something like that is a possibility. Using a groundnut seeds, there is very specifically they have mentioned this word seeds. Any seeds for that matter, there is very low chance that they use a particular seeds for doing biofuel. They will use a wastage or damaged one or the husk, etc. So seeds is very distant. Eliminate the three. This is eliminated, this is eliminated. This is basic awareness. You can, without knowing, you can arrive at an answer. For that, you have to just solve as many PYQs as possible. Every question will have some logic. You need to have some awareness, some knowledge, and a logic. Don't just go by the words. If it has only eliminated, possible, there is a chance, can be, no. Read that particular option, understand the option, then arrive at a conclusion. Use the whatever concept awareness you have. Use whatever even very little knowledge you have. Like say there are some knowledge, like the basic knowledge here is the things that are getting wasted, that can be used as a biofuel rather than throwing them away. So that is a basic awareness. Even the question related to biofuels, etc. were asked 2 times in the 2009 and 2017. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following statement best describes the social cost of carbon? See, question number 85. Social cost of carbon. A social cost of what is the social cost of unemployment? So it's kind of a negative word. Social cost, something that is very negative. What is the negative impact of carbon? Just go and see the options. The long-term damage done by the ton of carbon dioxide emission in the given year. Period. This particular is an answer. Social cost of carbon is what is the damage that in the long term a carbon dioxide released into the environment does to the society. See, in India, they normally estimate the damage of carbon dioxide every year released to the economy is $200 billion. We lose 210 billion dollars of economic opportunity or economic activity every year because of carbon dioxide. Let's move on to the next. Black gram can be cultivated in both Kharif and Rabi crops. Green gram alone accounts for nearly half of the pulse production. Green alone, again extreme word, sentence is extreme. This is not half. The green gram contribute to around, I think, 35 to 40%, not half. Statement 2 is eliminated. You arrived at an answer. Black gram can be calculated, possibility, and also it is true that black gram is calculated both in Rabi and Kharif, correct. Please know, again it's an important theme. It's not, they are not asking it for the first time. The crops that are cultivated in the Rabi and the Kharif season, they both are important. Please know at least 5 crops each. At least mainly the PYQ based crops. In the last 3 decades, while the production of Kharif pulses has increased, the production of Rabi pulses has decreased. See, it is talking about three, like I'll explain a basic logic for this particular question. It is talking of 3 decades. 3 decade is from 1991, say let's take 2020. 1990 to 2020, 1991 to 2020. In this decade, we have liberalized economy. We use better fertilizers, better seeds, better technology. So it is, you cannot say that production decreased in this particular season and production increased in this particular season. The pulses production actually has increased in both because of better mechanization, better technology, chemicals, better seeds, more irrigation facilities, etc. So again, this is in the format of this but not that. It increased here, but it didn't increase here, it decreased, and it is talking of 3 decades. It's a basic awareness, you can eliminate it. Answer is 1 only. Again, the question based on Kharif and Rabi crops were asked 2004, 2013, 12, 2019, so many times. Next question. The crop is subtropical in nature. A hard frost is injurious to it. Very important. Which is the crop frost is very injurious? It requires at least 210 frost-free days. You should arrive answer by now. And 50 to 100 centimeters of rainfall for its growth. A light, well-drained soil capable of retaining a moisture is ideally, see again the word well-drained soil, ideally suited for cultivation of crop. Which of the following crops? See, by definition 210 frost-free days, it's cotton. Again, they have asked in 2003 and 2011. We have made, I think, or we have shared in our Telegram group. Normally among the crops, UPSC concentrates on 4-5 crops. I'll read all the crops here. One is cotton, other is jute, other sugarcane. They have given this least water efficient sugarcane. Tea board, coffee board, very important. Another is paddy or rice. Another is wheat. These are kind of most important. And sometime I think if you go in the previous year, I think they asked the question on pepper, but very less. Important is cotton, jute, wheat, paddy, sugarcane, tea. In tea related, the tea board and the coffee board and the coffee and pepper. Please study these crops very thoroughly. They were all asked in the PYQs. With reference to the solar water pumps, consider the following statement. Solar water pump can be used for running surface pumps, not for submersible pumps. Again, it is in the format this, but not this, not that. Solar power can be used for running surface pumps, but not submersible pumps. It can be used for both. Wrong. Again, same format. Solar power can be used for running a centrifugal pumps, but not the piston. Solar power can be both centrifugal and piston. Again, in the format of it can do this, but not that. This trick is very, very important. I think it holds good many times. Let's go to the question number 89. With reference to the current trends in the cultivation of sugarcane in India, consider the following statement. Question number 89. A substantial saving in seeds material is made when bud chip settings are raised in nurse and transplanted in the main field. A substantial saving in seed material is made when bud chip seedlings are raised in the nursery and transplanted in the main field. The statement 1 is correct. Let's go to the question number 2 and 3. When direct planting of sets is done, the germination percentage is better with the seed budded sets as compared to the sets with the many buds. See, normally the basic awareness in this case you need to have is many buds are better than single buds. Okay, this is the basic awareness. When direct planting of sets is done, the germination percentage better with the single buds as compared to sets with many buds. Wrong. If a bad weather condition prevails when the sets are directly planted, single budded sets have better survival. No, multiple buds have better chance than the single buds. Again, it is wrong. Sugarcane can be cultivated using the settling prepared from tissue culture. Again, it is talking about can be. So see, 4 has to be in the option. Wrong. Either C and D is an answer. 2, 3 are absolutely wrong. Many budded saplings, many budded sets have more possibility of surviving, either it is good weather, bad weather, whatever, than the single budded. So answer is 2 and 3 both are wrong, 1 and 4 is the correct answer. And another trick here, whenever this UPSC gives these comparative statements, right? Comparative statement between two things. When two things are compared, very high chance that they interchange one another. I'll explain what I am talking about here. Say there is single bud, the better survival. Sorry. Single bud, least survival. Many bud, better survival. Okay, many buds better survival. They mix these two. They give single bud better survival, many buds least survival. They make it. Whenever there is a comparative statement between two things, when they are comparing between two things or contrasting between the two things, please be wary of that sentence. Go through them once or twice. Usually they will be wrong. That's a point I am trying to make. In the question number 90, in the context of India, which one of the following is are considered to be practices eco-friendly? Crop diversification, yes. Legume intensification, correct. Tensiometer use. See, what is tensiometer? Which mainly deals with better irrigation or efficient irrigation. Tensiometer can be used for better irrigation. So if tensiometer use helps in better irrigation, so that is also correct. Actually in this case vertical farming is wrong. UPSC has given answer as 1, 2, 3. So vertical farming is not eco-friendly. Let's go to the question number 91. Question is on fertigation. Fertigation by definition itself you can recognize it is fertilizer and irrigation. Controlling the alkalinity of irrigation water possible. See, fertigation is kind of applying let's go through the concept of fertigation. Fertigation is frequent supply of nutrients, efficient and precise application of nutrient, reduces the leaching of nutrients. These are important. It is precise and efficient application of nutrients, so reduces leaching of nutrients to the water. So controlling alkalinity of irrigation water is possible because less the leaching. 100% true. Possible when I give, that is correct. Efficient application of rock phosphate and all other phosphates fertilizers possible. There is a concept here, I'll explain that. Increased availability of nutrition to the plants is possible, correct. Efficient and a precise supply. So reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrient, it is one of the important concept of fertigation. 90% less leaching of nutrient, it is also correct. Let's come here. Efficient application of rock phosphate, and they are given all phosphatic fertilizers. Okay, fertigation, all phosphatic fertilizers. Some of the phosphatic fertilizers are not soluble in water. So it is difficult to apply the concept of fertigation, the fertilizer plus irrigation. So it is difficult to precisely apply or efficiently apply them to the plants or for growing whatever the farmer need to grow. So efficient application of rock phosphate and some of the phosphatic fertilizer possible, the statement would have been correct. They given all phosphatic fertilizer. Wrong, because all phosphatic fertilizer are not soluble in water. So as they are not soluble in water, they cannot be used under this particular method. Next question. Consider the following minerals: bentonite, chromite, kyanite and sillimate. Which one of the following are officially designated as major minerals? Actually, bentonite is a minor mineral. It is done in the 2015. It's kind of a bentonite is, you can call it as a plastic clay. It's a plastic clay. Chromites, cantonite and sillimate, all three are major minerals. Again, these particular words, kyanite, sillimate, etc., they were mentioned in 2006 and 2017 in the PYQ as well. Ocean mean temperature. With reference to the ocean mean temperature, which one of the following statement is correct? Ocean mean temperature is measured up to the depth of 26 degree Celsius isotherms, which is 129 meter in the southwestern Indian Ocean during the January and March. It has so many facts: 26 degrees Celsius, the 129 meter and January March. This is not 129 meter, that is 50 to 100 meters. So there is a range, so it is wrong. OMT collected during the January March can be, again the January March is given here, so in both they have mentioned January March. The OMT collected during January March can be used in assessing the whether the amount of rainfall the monsoon will be less or more than a certain long term mean. See, the monsoon starts in June. They are saying they are collecting in the January and March. So by logic it doesn't feel absurd or wrong. When the monsoon is in the June, they want to predict about whether there will be more rainfall or less rainfall. If they're doing that during the January and March, it doesn't sound wrong. There is nothing wrong with this particular statement, so it is correct. Logically it holds correct. Next particular question. With reference to the chemical fertilizers in India, consider the following statement. At present, the retail price of a chemical fertilizer is market driven and not administered by the government. See, under the new urea policy 2015, nutrient, the content per kg, it is government driven, it is fixed by the government. The phosphorus, the potassium, nitrogen, the prices of fertilizers and the production of even the prices of fertilizer, even the production of fertilizers are controlled by the government. NPK value, that is nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus per kg, based on that it is the price of the chemical fertilizer are fixed by the government, so it is wrong. Ammonia, which is an input of urea, is produced from natural gas, correct. Sulfur, which is a raw material of a phosphoric acid fertilizer, is a byproduct of oil refinery. 2 and 3 are correct. Next, with reference to the Indian Desert National Park, which of the following are correct? They are spread in 2 districts, correct. They are spread in, I think, Barmer and Jaisalmer. There is no human habitation inside park. 73 villages, not one, 73 villages are part of national park, so there has to be human habitation. This is an extreme, so it is wrong. It is one of the natural habitat of great Indian bustard. It is one of the natural habitat, great Indian bustard, which is, I think, critically endangered, and it's a state bird of Rajasthan. Great Indian bustard is critically endangered and state bird of Rajasthan. Again, the Desert National Park asked in 2010. If you go through the PYQ of mains, they have asked Desert National Park many times. Write a short note on Desert National Park. It's very important for them. Very important theme for UPSC. Next, Siachen Glacier is situated. See, I'll draw the Indian map. Hopefully I can draw it very well. not very well. Sorry, I can draw it. I'll draw just a Jammu Kashmir. Okay, this is Aksai Chin. This is kind of Gilgit. Kind of here comes is this area. This is Nubra Valley. Okay, this is Nubra Valley. And kind of here is Siachen Glacier, not glacier, Siachen Glacier. It is to the east of Aksai Chin. It is to the west, kind of in west, so again wrong. East of Leh, again wrong. North of Gilgit, it's kind of not to the north of Gilgit. It is to the, you can say, east of Gilgit. North of Nubra Valley. Here is a Nubra Valley. It's completely to the north of Nubra Valley. Siachen Glacier, you have near Siachen Glacier, there is a Karakoram Pass as well. So please go and see the map to get a very very understand it completely. I am just drawn a map. I think if you don't understand it, if you find it little confusing, please go and see the map. Again, it's asked in the 2019 in the prelims. With reference to the history of India, consider the following pairs. Bisla is today's Vidisha, the parliamentary constituency of Sushma Swaraj in Madhya Pradesh. So it is correct, Bilsa in Madhya Pradesh. Dwara Samudra in Maharashtra. Dwara Samudra is a capital of Hoysala, or the famous king Hoysala Vishnuvardhana. It is in Karnataka. Wrong. Girinagar in Gujarat. 100% correct. Staneshwara. I think Staneshwar is in Tamil Nadu. So answer is 1 and 3 pairs are correct. The CDS 2007 and 2006, they have asked this particular question in 2 years. Next topic, question number 98. 36% of Indian districts are classified as overexploited or critically exploited by Central Groundwater Authority. Not 36%, it is I think 19%. Facts, again wrong. Central Groundwater Authority was formed by Environmental Protection Act. Correct. India has the largest area under groundwater cultivation in the world. It is more than even China or any other country. Even 2, 3 is correct. Next. Jet streams occur in the northern hemisphere only. Again wrong. Jet streams happen in northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The jet streams are influenced by the location, pressure, air pressure in that area, warm and cold air will have impact on them. But it is in both hemispheres. Only some cyclones develop an eye. One second. See, though it has the words only some or some, see, only some cyclones develop an eye, some cyclones develop an eye. It doesn't have any change in the meaning of sentence almost. So the statement 2 is correct. The temperature inside the eye of cyclone is nearly 10 degrees lesser than that of the surrounding. Normally the eye of a cyclone will be warmer, not lesser, will be warmer. You can't talk about the 10 degrees Celsius or 11 degree, but eye of a cyclone will be warmer than surrounding areas. So even 3 is wrong, only 2 is correct. Even though they have used the word only some cyclones develop an eye. Some cyclones develop an eye doesn't have any, the meaning of sentence doesn't change. Even the word there is only, which is considered extreme, the statement is correct. The question were asked in 2006, similar question on the jet streams and cyclones in 2006, 2010, 17, 2011 and 2015. Question number, last question. Among the following tiger reserves, which one of the following has the largest area under critical tiger habitat? Critical tiger habitat is actually the core area of tiger reserve. According to the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, it's kept for conserving the tiger. But in the critical tiger habitat, if there are any traditional forest dwellers, they don't impact their livelihoods as well. So currently the largest core area or the critical tiger habitat is Nagarjuna and Sri Shailam. Again, the question on Nagarjuna and Sri Shailam were asked in the 2017 in the UPSC. 1 year before, this is a 2020 paper we were discussing. 1 year before they have asked, they kept this particular in the option. If you had explored little in detail, you could have found out this fact. And NDA 2018. By this we have finished 2020 as well. Please subscribe to Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Please join our Telegram group UPSC Main GS 2024. We will provide a link to our Telegram group and our website in the description. Please press bell button so that whenever we upload a new video, you will get a notification. Thank you for watching the video. Please comment your feedback in the comment box. Thank you. In the coming days, we will try to complete some videos of CSAT as well as the PYQ of the GS1. Thank you.